Today I'm going to show you how I clean and lube my motorcycle chain. First of all, I jack up the rear using my homemade paddock stand. If you don't have a paddock stand, what you're going to have to do is take your bike outside and then you roll your bike forward in small little segments, and while you do that you clean the segment on the chain each time. Another way is, like I showed you in a previous video, you can jack up the rear of your bike using your car jack, and that way you can spin the rear wheel freely and clean the chain as you do that. What I've done is I've laid out a lot of newspapers. It's going to get really dirty. Once you spray the paraffin or kerosene on the chain, all that dirt and old lube and grime is going to come off. I also lay out all the tools I'm going to use and all the cleaning products and cloths before I start, just so I'm ready and I don't need to go search for something with greasy hands once I've already started. Next, I check the slack of the chain. You don't want your chain to be too loose, and you also don't want it to be too tight. What I do is I rotate the back wheel and check the entire length of the chain, and then I measure the slack at the loosest point. If your chain is too loose, what you're going to have to do is either shift the rear wheel back to take up some slack, or if your rear wheel is already been shifted all the way back and can't take up any more slack of the chain, then you have to replace the chain. You'll most probably have to replace the chain and sprockets as well. What I do next is I check the sprocket teeth for wear and tear. What you want is a sprocket tooth that is symmetrical. You don't want an unevenly worn sprocket tooth or a sprocket tooth that is too sharp. If you have either of these, then you need to replace your sprocket. Next, I remove the front sprocket cover. The reason why I do this is so much dirt and grime collects there. And if you don't do it and you clean your chain, once the chain rotates through the front sprocket, it just collects all that dirt and grime again, so you've essentially wasted your time. I also like to check the teeth of the front sprocket for wear and tear and just its general condition. Next, I grab the paraffin or kerosene that I've placed in a spray bottle for ease of use, and I generously spray kerosene all over the chain and the sprocket, making sure that I remove all of that old lube and grime. The reason I use paraffin is because it is safe for standard plain chains and for O-ring chains. It doesn't damage the O-rings that keep the lubrication sealed inside the chain. I then grab a scrubbing brush and I scrub all four sides of the chain while I rotate the rear wheel. Then I do another once over with the paraffin, ensuring that I clean the front sprocket generously as well. After that, I will use a cloth to clean the chain as much as I can, making sure I remove as much of the dirt as possible. Then I take a clean cloth and I dry the chain. You need the chain to be bone dry before you lube it, otherwise the lube won't be able to stick to the chain. I use the kerosene to clean the parts of the front sprocket, and then I reassemble. Lastly, I grab my can of chain lube, shake it up, and then it's time to spray it on the chain. What I do is I go to the rear sprocket here and I start spraying it on the chain while rotating the tire. This ensures the entire chain gets soaked in lube and is protected from corrosion. Once I'm done lubing the chain, I'll rotate the tire a few times just to ensure that the lubrication is evenly distributed throughout the chain. This helped me a lot. I hope it helps you too.